out of this time I was spending in upstate New York, where I saw all these Walmarts, and there are people who would go in and you're just shopping with this anonymous shelf of products. And I wanted the marketplace itself to be a community, which is something that I'd seen, growing up and traveling around in Europe. And the idea that you could do it on the web and have it be this global community that's talking to each other and buying and selling handmade goods.
It's such a beautiful site. It's so much fun to shop there. Etsy is absolutely one of the most unique shopping experiences that is out there, like on the internet or in real life in retail.
People want things that are unique, and one of the big challenges of buying gifts for other people is to find them something that they're going to feel is special.
My name is Kate Black. That's also my Etsy username. I sell handmade books, buttons, mirrors.
Instead of buying something mass-produced that they haven't found yet, you can actually go on Etsy and buy something that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world.
I always just stumble across amazing, creative, crazy things that I never would have found otherwise. Hey, I'm Michelle from Brooklyn. My Etsy shop is Reconstructionist, and I make underwear.
This human-to-human relationship of the person who's making it and selling it to the person who's buying it is at the core of what Etsy is.
My Etsy name is Cart Design, and I make unique and limited edition belts.
Etsy Labs is sort of the physical version of Etsy. Eventually we want to have many Etsy Labs. The idea is the spaces where people come to learn the skills to get on Etsy and then have a successful Etsy career.
My Etsy seller name is Wanian, and I sell screen t-shirts, tote bags, and sweatshirts. Oh yeah. I like to make eye candies. My favorite thing about Etsy is that I make a living out of it.
Buying on Etsy and selling on Etsy is very different because you get to communicate directly with your buyers and sellers.
The workshop is a multi-user application that allows people, registered members of Etsy, to schedule events and communicate as a group. Wow, we got a bunch of people that just came in.
There's definitely a movement to get more things done by hand. We've seen what the corporations are doing to our culture, how they're stifling everything that America used to stand for, and I think that worldwide interest in the individual and creating micro-economies is very important, and it's great to be part of. Etsy's definitely fostered that for me both as a seller and a buyer.
Hi, my name is Marty. My shop name is Do Wanna Pedal. I do some machine knitting and lampwork bead making. I don't know that I actually saw this movement coming, but I'm really glad to see it happening. When I first signed up, I would look around and I was like so glad to see that young people know how to sew and young people know how to do the older crafts.
Going back 200 years, everything was handmade, and it's only until people kind of fell in love with the Industrial Revolution and mass production that we have all these goods now that are basically anonymous.
A lot of people involved in Etsy do seem to have an interest in green processes and recycled materials.
I definitely think that there's a buzz about Etsy going on right now. The more and more I talk to people about it recently, it seems like more and more people already know about it, have heard about it, or are on there buying and selling right now.
I love the community and how supportive they are, that we're all in it together. We're all trying to support ourselves with our craft. We're all trying to share information and teach each other how to make stuff. And I really love that Etsy's part of a larger DIY craft movement.
The web completely changes the way that world commerce works. Etsy as a whole is just providing viable alternatives to shopping at places like Walmart.